The name Timothy Busfield has long been associated with prestige television and classic Hollywood storytelling. For decades, he was known as a reliable presence, a respected actor, an experienced director, and a familiar face in shows that defined generations. That's why the news now surrounding him has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Not because it's trending gossip, not because of online speculation, but because this time it involves an arrest warrant, law enforcement, and deeply disturbing allegations that are still unfolding. According to authorities in New Mexico, an arrest warrant has been issued for the 68-year-old actor and director on allegations involving child sexual abuse. The charges outlined in court documents include 2 counts of criminal sexual contact of a minor and 1 count of child abuse. Investigators say the case is serious enough that the U.S. Marshals Service has now joined local police in efforts to locate him and take him into custody. This is no longer a quiet internal inquiry. This is a criminal investigation. Busfield is best known for his roles in Field of Dreams, Revenge of the Nerds, and acclaimed television series like 30-something and The West Wing. Over the course of his career, he accumulated more than 700 combined credits across acting, producing, and directing. He also cultivated an image of stability off-screen, marrying Little House on the Prairie star Melissa Gilbert in 2013. For many fans, this made the allegations not just shocking, but difficult to reconcile with the public persona they thought they knew. The investigation reportedly began in November 2024, when an officer was dispatched to the University of New Mexico Hospital. A doctor had contacted police after suspecting sexual abuse and grooming involving 2 children. That initial hospital report would quietly set off a chain of events that took months to surface publicly. According to court documents obtained by local media, police spoke with 2 parents who claimed their children, twin boys, were child actors working on the Fox series The Cleaning Lady in 2024. Timothy Busfield had been directing episodes of the show between 2022 and 2025. It was during this period, investigators allege, that the inappropriate conduct may have occurred. The allegations themselves are deeply troubling. According to the arrest warrant, the twins were 11 years old at the time of the alleged incidents, though one of the alleged victims claimed the behavior may have begun years earlier, when the boys were as young as 7. These claims are outlined in affidavits, meaning they represent accusations under investigation, not findings of guilt. The documents allege that Busfield engaged in unlawful sexual contact with the children while working on set. The warrant also references alleged grooming behaviors, including asking the boys to call him Uncle Tim and engaging in frequent physical contact such as tickling their stomachs and legs. Again, these are allegations, not established facts, but they are central to why authorities chose to reopen the case. Initially, the Albuquerque Police Department declined to press charges. That decision, however, changed months later. In September 2025, the case was reportedly reopened after one of the children disclosed additional details to a counselor and later to a pediatrician. According to the affidavit, the child stated that Busfield touched him inappropriately. In cases involving minors, especially allegations of grooming, delayed disclosures are not uncommon, something investigators and prosecutors often note when evaluating credibility. Busfield reportedly spoke with investigators by phone in November. During that conversation, he acknowledged that it was highly likely he had physical contact with the twins while filming the show, but claimed he did not remember them specifically. According to the affidavit, he stated, "I don't remember those boys," and said he did not recall overly tickling them, though he added that such behavior would not have been uncommon for him on set. That statement has already raised questions online, particularly among those familiar with industry standards involving child actors. Modern film and television sets operate under strict guidelines when it comes to physical contact between adults and minors, especially those in positions of authority. Directors, in particular, are expected to maintain professional distance to avoid exactly the kind of concerns now being raised. During the same interview, Busfield reportedly suggested a possible motive behind the accusations. He allegedly told investigators that the cleaning lady's lead actress had mentioned the twins' mother was seeking revenge because the boys were not invited back for the show's final season. Claims of retaliation are not uncommon in high-profile cases, but investigators typically treat them cautiously, weighing them against physical evidence, witness statements, and professional assessments. It's important to note that no one else connected to the show has been accused of wrongdoing, and no conclusions have been reached. The case remains under active investigation. As news of the arrest warrant spread, attention also turned to Busfield's wife, Melissa Gilbert. In November, she had posted publicly against child sexual abuse in response to comments made about convicted offender Jeffrey Epstein. Shortly after the warrant became public, Gilbert deleted her social media accounts. She has not been accused of any involvement or wrongdoing, and there is no indication she was aware of the allegations prior to the investigation. Still, as often happens in celebrity scandals, spouses and family members are pulled into the public conversation regardless of their role. At this stage, law enforcement has confirmed that they are actively attempting to locate Busfield. If taken into custody, the next steps would include formal arraignment, potential bail hearings, and eventually a court process where evidence would be examined. Until then, the presumption of innocence applies, a cornerstone of the legal system. Even as the seriousness of the allegations cannot be ignored. Beyond the individual case, this situation has reignited broader conversations about child safety in Hollywood. Over the past several years, the industry has faced increased scrutiny over how young performers are protected on set, particularly when power dynamics favor established adults. Advocates argue that stricter oversight, clearer boundaries, and stronger reporting systems are essential to prevent abuse and ensure accountability. For now, the allegations against Timothy Busfield remain exactly that, allegations. They are being investigated by police and federal authorities, not debated in a courtroom of public opinion. What happens next will depend on evidence, testimony, and due process, not headlines or online speculation. As this case develops, one thing is certain. It has forced Hollywood, once again, to confront uncomfortable questions about trust, power, and the protection of its most vulnerable performers.